Welcome everyone to Videoguys, best new products of 2025. I'm here with Jim and we're going to go over the products with you. But before we get into the products, I'm officially passing over the championship cup and Jim is going to actually do the show. I don't know if you know it, Jim, but do you know what year we first did a best of year article?
Now, we talked about this before we started, so do I say yes, I know? 1995.
That's right. So for 30 years, we've been reviewing. It started with an article in Camcorder magazine and on our blogs, and it eventually became videos. And this is actually the 30th, probably the 31st if you go count 95. But we've been doing it for over 30 years. I'm really proud to pass the show over to Jim. He's done a great job. And actually, the reason why I'm passing it over to him this year is because he's the one who's actually played with, used, and reviewed and done what do we call them when you put it on the turntable?
Product spotlights.
Product spotlights on almost all of these products over the course of the year. So drum roll, please. I'm going to give you what the whole list of the whole 10 was, and then I'm going to turn the show over to Jim. He's going to talk about each one. And this is in no particular order. Our Videoguys top new products of 2025, the Elgato Podcast Bundle, PTZOptics Studio 4K and Action Bundle, YoloLiv YoloBox Extreme, Atomos Ninja TX and TX Go, BirdDog Keyboard KBD and bundles, Vizrt TriCaster Flex bundles, love those, SanDisk Creator Series, Kiloview N60 with NDI 6, Turtle, brand new line for us, Dante stuff, Dante 2-channel USB-C I/O adapter, and the Netgear Engage software platform for Netgear switches, because you know my favorite tagline is that the Netgear switches are our #1 tech support solution for NDI. So I'm going to kick the show over to you, Jim. We're going to bring this up full screen. Jim, do a great job on the show. I'm going to put this back down here. I think it's a little cheesy. You don't have to do it. It's my cheese, not yours. So I'm going to check out and say, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
And yes, we're going to have Gary step off the camera, and then we will get right into a little bit more detail on each one of these products and why they're on the list.
And so they're back here.
All right, thank you, Gary, for doing that introduction. As Gary said, we are super excited to get into Videoguys' top new products of 2025. So let's get right into it, starting out with the Elgato Podcast Bundle. As Gary said, this is one of our newest lines to Videoguys, and we are super excited to have Elgato on our line card. To have the stream decks, to have the prompters, to have their microphones, and everything else that you need in order to get into live streaming. Now, this bundle in particular includes the Elgato Prompter XL. It includes the Stream Deck Plus and 2 Wave DX microphones. Now, the Prompter XL I have sitting right here is a 15-inch teleprompter that is super easy to connect to a laptop and be able to have a teleprompter. Being able to look right into a camera and have your script in front of you is just a great feature. But then it also includes 2 Stream Deck Pluses, which I happen to have one right here. Now, if you're familiar with the Stream Decks, you'll know these tactile buttons are very nice. But the Stream Deck Plus adds some other features that are really cool, including this touchscreen area, and it also has these knobs on it. Now, what can you use these knobs for? You can use these knobs for controlling volume. There are also buttons as well, you might be able to hear. So you can turn on and off things. If you want to use this for post-production to be able to scrub through your timeline in Premiere, for example, you can still use those knobs. And of course, these Wave DX microphones are extremely high quality microphones. So not only is everything on the Elgato line card available now at Videoguys, this bundle was specifically curated for podcasters, and we are giving it a Videoguys Top New Product of the Year award. Next Top new product Video Guys Award for 2025 is the PTZOptics Studio 4K and the Action Cam bundle. Now, I have a PTZOptics Studio 4K right here. Now, this is a fixed camera, as you can see. It is not a PTZ camera, but it still has that same great image quality that we are used to from PTZOptics. It also has what we call total connectivity. So if we look at the back of the camera, you can see that there's an HDMI, there's an SDI, there's USB, and it also has NDI built into it. And one of the really cool features of the Studio 4K is that it was one of the first Hive-linked PTZOptics cameras. And so you can have a lot of control with the camera on the network. Now, PTZOptics saw that a lot of people were using these two Studio 4Ks and pairing it with a PTZ camera, such as the Move 4K, and they were using these in sporting environments, putting one of those cameras, the fixed cameras, on each of your goals or end zones, and then having a PTZ camera right in the center of the field to be able to follow the action. And so they said, hey, let's put this bundle together where you can get two of the Studio 4Ks, one Move 4K 12X, and the SuperJoy controller, all for one great price of just under $1,200. Now, PTZOptics saw that that bundle was doing really well, so then they made what is called the Flex Bundle. Now, the Flex Bundle allows you to pick 3 to 6 cameras that are either fixed cameras or PTZ cameras, add a controller into that mix, and then be able to get 5% off your entire order. So a lot of great things coming from PTZOptics. Not only are they introducing new cameras, but they are constantly introducing new bundles for every kind of workflow. So congratulations to PTZOptics. Next up for Video Guys' top new product of 2025 is the YoloBox Extreme. We here at Video Guys are big fans of the YoloBox family of products. These are all-in-one portable monitor, encoders, and switchers and recorders. And as you can see, it is extremely portable. It's about the size of a tablet. It's an 11-inch screen on it. Now, what makes the YoloBox extreme? Well, to start off, it has 8 HDMI inputs on it. So you can have 8 HDMI sources, 5 of those being 4K and 3 of those being 1080. Oh, by the way, it can stream and record in 4K 60 with your ISOs recording in 4K 60 right to an external hard drive or an SD card that you can plug into it. But also you can utilize NDI with this. It has the NDI license pre-installed, and you can have up to 6 NDI HX sources connected to this on top of your 8 HDMI sources. So for under $2,000, the YoloBox Extreme is pretty extreme. And that is why it is one of our top picks for new products of 2025. Next up is Atomos. Atomos has introduced a lot of new products throughout 2025, including PTZ cameras and microphones and headphones, but we are giving their top product award to the Ninja TX Go and the Ninja TX. Now, this is a continuation of the Ninja family that we have all come to know and love. The Ninja is a 5-inch monitor that has a recording capabilities on it, but it also has a lot of functionality for assisting your filmmaking, like frame guides and focus peaking and exposure guides, zebra stripes, waveforms. All of those different things are still going to be on these Atomos Ninja TX Go and Ninja TX, but what they add to it is the Atomos Connect feature. So being able to stream to an RTMP destination right from the Ninja TX or Ninja TX Go, or being able to use Frame IO for sending your proxy files immediately to the cloud, accessible to anybody from anywhere in the world, saving you time and money in editing, but then also being able to use it as an NDI encoder or NDI decoder. So you get the perfect combination of the Ninja and the Atomos Connect combined into one product. Now, just to talk about some differences between the Ninja TX and the Ninja TX Go, The Ninja TX features a 12G SDI on it, and you can record up to 8K RAW. On the Ninja TX Go, you can record up to 6K RAW, and it has an HDMI workflow. I should clarify too that the Ninja TX features a 12G SDI and an HDMI workflow. So Atomos Ninja TX and Ninja TX Go, Videoguys' top new product of 2025. Next up for Videoguys' top new products of 2025 is the BirdDog KBD controller and BirdDog's new multicam bundles. Now, similar to Atomos, BirdDog has announced a whole lot of new cameras this year, including the X130X, the X4E, the XL, and the O4. But our favorite item that came from BirdDog this year was the KBD controller. Now, this controller is really cool because it has a built-in screen on it that you can utilize to not only set up your cameras without the need for having a web GUI or a computer. You can do it all from here. But on this screen, you can actually get an NDI HX signal preview of what your camera is seeing. And you can have either one camera on here, or you can have a four-way multi-view camera. So you can preview up to 4 cameras at one time. So the BirdDog KBD controller is a top product of Videoguys, top new product of Videoguys. But with that controller and all of these new cameras, we have to mention that BirdDog is also doing a mix and match bundle where you can mix any of their PTZ cameras or the Mach-E Ultra. You can pair that with either the Mach-E Live control surface or the KBD controller, and you can mix 3 cameras plus one of those control surfaces, and you get 10% off your order. So BirdDog is making great PTZ cameras, and they're making great bundles to get some of those PTZ cameras in your hands. So BirdDog KBD and multicam bundles, a top Videoguys product of 2025. Next up is the Vizrt TriCaster and control surface bundles. Gary mentioned at the top of the show that Vizrt has made a bunch of new bundles to pair with the TriCaster Vision, and that includes a flex control panel, which I'm not going to pick up, but I do have here on the shelf. The flex control panel is really cool because it is an IP-based control panel. So you can connect it to your network, and then you can control any TriCaster that is on your network. As soon as I plug this into our network, I would be able to control our TriCaster TC1 Pro that we have in our studio. But let's say that we had another TriCaster that was connected to our network. We wouldn't have to swap the cable from the TriCaster TC1 Pro to the other TriCaster. As long as both TriCasters are on the network, we can swap between them just like any other IP-controlled device on the network. Now, Vizrt has also made, with these new bundles, they have also announced a new TriCaster Vision. This is a rack-mountable 16 SDI I/O version of the Vision. If you are looking to get your hands on one of these TriCaster bundles, absolutely give us a call and we will get you in contact with a local integrator in your area to help find the right TriCaster for you. Now, while we're talking about TriCaster and bundles and control surfaces, I also have to give an honorable mention to the TriCaster Mini X and its bundle, where you can bundle the TriCaster Mini X and the control surface, the mini control surface, and get a nice little discount on that as well. Perfect for the smaller workflows where you may only need 8 inputs. So Vizrt TriCaster bundle, flex bundles, Videoguys, top new product of 2025. Next up is a whole range of products. SanDisk Creator Series is another series of products that are a Videoguys top new product of 2025. Now, the SanDisk Creator Series was created for creators. One thing that you may have noticed over the years is that sometimes it can be a little bit hard to find a portable SSD or an SD card or a USB flash drive that is fast enough for what you're doing in your workflow. And SanDisk has noticed that, and they said, okay, we're going to make this really easy. If you see these blue Creator Series portable storage devices, that means that these are made for creators. They're made and rated for 4K and even 6K workflows to plug SD cards or micro SD cards into your cameras, to have USB flash drives or phone drives to be able to record right off of your phone, or also having portable SSDs and desktop SSDs that you can edit right off of or copy storage quickly off of and onto. So SanDisk has made these super reliable Creator Series that are super easily recognizable to say, these are going to work in my 4K workflow. So we at Videoguys are giving the SanDisk Creator Series a Videoguys Top New Product of 2025 award. Next up for Videoguys Top New Product of 2025 award goes to the Kiloview N60. And part of the reason that we are giving that to the Kiloview N60 is because they are continually updating the software and firmware on their devices, including being one of the first devices to fully support NDI 6. Now, if you don't know what a Kiloview N60 is, this is a Kiloview N60. This is an encoder and decoder with HDMI inputs and outputs on it, so you can encode or decode 4K 60 workflows. Now, typically, this is going to be used in an NDI environment, but you can also encode and decode RTMP feeds, SRT feeds, and a whole bunch of other things. Now, what does NDI 6 have to do with this? NDI 6 allows you to use HDR workflows, so you can send more closer to broadcast quality video over your network and embed or encode or decode. It also adds 10-bit color, so you can have a little bit more color to your depth. And we're talking about transmitting video over the network. NDI 6 also has NDI bridge built into it, so you can have this act as a bridge device to contact another studio that is on a different network. So Kiloview N60 with NDI 6 support is a Videoguys top new product of 2025. Next up is Turtle. Turtle is another manufacturer that is new to our line card, and Turtle really focuses on a lot of Dante workflows, and that's why we wanted to give the Turtle AV Dante dual channel USB-C I/O adapter a Videoguys top new product of 2025 award. In short, this is a converter that allows you to take 2 channels of audio via USB and convert it to your not your NDI network, excuse me, your Dante network through this device. This device can be powered by USB-C power or PoE, but because it is bidirectional, you can also take audio that is on your network, 2 channels of audio on your network, and convert it down to USB to plug into a computer or a soundboard or whatever other way you want to route your Dante audio across your network. This 2-channel USB-C I/O adapter is perfect for that, and that is why we are giving it a Videoguys top new product of 2025 award. Last but certainly not least is Netgear's Engage. Netgear, as you all know, is one of our favorite solutions for NDI troubleshooting. We use a Netgear M4250 switch in our studio. And this year, not only did Netgear announce 4 new switches in their Pro AV line, in the M4350 line, but we also got Netgear Engage 2.0, which just shows their commitment to the Pro AV market more and more every day. This upgrade to Engage 2.0 allows you to have centralized configuration and monitoring of your AV switches, your Pro routers, and also your Wi-Fi 7 access points. We look at companies like BirdDog that are making NDI wireless, and Atomos making making NDI wireless with encoders and decoders built into these devices that don't require you to have an Ethernet connection to it. And Netgear noticed that, and they made their wireless access points, which are specifically designed for AV over IP. So they are just continuing to show that they are committed to the pro AV networking space, and that is why we are giving Netgear Engage 2.0 a top new product of 2025 Videoguys award. Now, that is a lot of products that we went over today. I'm just going to give you one last final rundown of all of our winners. We have the Elgato podcast bundles, the PTZOptics Studio 4K and their bundles, the YoloLiv YoloBox Extreme, the Atomos Ninja TX and Ninja TX Go, the BirdDog KBD and BirdDog's bundles, the Vizrt TriCaster Flex bundles, the SanDisk Creator Series, the Kiloview N60 with NDI6 support, the Turtle Dante 2-channel USB-C I/O adapter, and Netgear Engage 2.0. Congratulations to all of our award winners. Thank you so much for watching. Just a note, we will not be live next Tuesday. We will actually be updating our studio and getting ourselves ready to install a TriCaster Vision in our studio. So we will see you not next week, but in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching us all year long, and we will see you next year.
Videoguys is available Monday through Friday. Give us a call at 1-800-323-2325. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram to stay connected with all of our updates. And you can like us on Facebook. Keep an eye out for our live videos, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.